So I don't know who is more impatient, children, toddlers. Every kid is like Veruca Salt from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. I want it now. I want it now, Daddy. Or NFL fans when it comes to rookies, because some Vikings fans are already writing off first-round pick Lewis Cine, you know what I mean, coming out of the University of Georgia, number 32 overall first-round pick. Is like, oh, he's not an all-pro by game 3. Boo. It really is nonsense. And, of course, Lewis Cine, he's human. I mean, as soon as players aren't getting what they want, as soon as the fans start chirping at him, we start getting the cryptic social media. Time will tell. You know, this after he didn't get any defensive snaps against the Lions. Josh Metellus played a hell of a ball game, by the way. But I can't believe we got to go through this. But since it's been a talking point amongst the fans, we got 5 reasons why Lewis Cine is not a bust. It's crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. Reason number 1, it's been 3 games. It's been 3 freaking games, man. Because could you imagine what it would be like if the Vikings gave up on KJ Osborne after his disastrous 2020 rookie season? You know, 6th round pick in Miami. 6th round picks fail all the time, man. And so they could have been like, to the curb, because he didn't play any snaps on offense. He was benched thrice on special teams. So blah blah blah. But then last year he blew up, and then this year he's looking fantastic, calling game against the Lions, all that stuff, as well as knock on all the wood, Garrett Bradbury. It took him 4 years to look competent at the center position, but he's doing it well so far this season. I mean, let's call a spade a spade. And Lewis Cine, the knee injury that he tweaked up cost him time in training camp and preseason, cost him time, cost him the first game of the season. That matters. It really does matter. Also, reason number 2 why Lewis Cine is not a bust. The Viking safety room is stacked. Like, why can't we attack it from this angle, man? Because you got Harrison Smith, turn the beat around, missed the Lions game with a concussion, and then Josh Metellus coming in and playing the game of his life. Love to see it, as well as Cam Bynum. Cam Beasley holding things down. Yes, he didn't look good against the Eagles, but who didn't look bad against the Eagles, right? Harrison looked fantastic against Green Bay. Cam Beasley making that big play on 4th down, sniffing out the run, all that stuff. Like, Cameron Bynum is an absolute stud, and Metellus, the career backup, really filled in well for Harrison Smith. Why can't we talk about that? Right, and then it goes into the if the safety room is so stacked, then why draft Lewis Cine at 32? Well, if Lewis Cine was the top player available on Kwesi's draft board when the Vikings were on the clock at 32, why wouldn't he take him? Why wouldn't he? Plus, it's a little bit of Monday morning quarterback hindsight being 2020, because Harrison Smith, I mean, Kwesi and Kevin McConnell didn't know that Harrison was going to be Harrison Smith still. They didn't know that Cam Bynum was going to shift so seamlessly into the new defense. They didn't know that Josh Metellus, career backup and special teamer, was going to play so well in his starting debut. They didn't know. So safety was a position of need, man. So I'm still not worried. I mean, it is a good problem to have that 3 safeties are looking fantastic, keeping Lewis Cine on the bench. Like, this isn't a spot where all the starting safeties are garbage and then Lewis Cine is still sitting there. It ain't that, man. Ain't that. Next up, reason number 3 why Lewis Cine is not a bust. NFL safety is an adjustment. And I just don't know what it is, whether it's safety, whether it's tight end. Those seem to be the 2 positions that really take a while to transition from college to the National Football League. Mainly because, I mean, safety, let's be honest here. You're facing simplistic offenses, simplistic route concepts, and also there's usually a pretty big talent gap in those games. Even playing at Georgia, even playing national title games against Bama and whatnot, when you're playing the cupcake games or most of the games against in the SEC, let's be honest here, especially the SEC East, talent's going to win the day, especially when you're surrounded by amazing talent like Cine was on that Georgia defense. Also, he was amazing talent as well. Let's not get it twisted here. But to the NFL, everyone is fast. Everyone is talented. You're going up against the most complex schemes that you've ever seen, the most complex offensive schemes in the world, plus offensive coordinators and quarterbacks are going to attack you. They're going to test you because they know that you're a rookie out there. So, I mean, it is an adjustment. It really is. And the fact that he's not starting by game 3 of his career. No, I'm not going to hold that against him. Next up, reason number 4 why he's not a bust. Hasn't gotten a chance yet. And again, it's part and parcel because the Vikings safety room is stacked. Beasley's playing well. Harrison Smith has been playing well when he didn't have a concussion. Josh Metellus starred in his first career start. So Lewis Cine out the first game against the Packers with that knee injury. 31 total snaps so far, all on special teams. He's just biding his time, just working his way up, getting his feet wet, learning how to be a pro. And lastly, reason number 5 why he's not a bust. It's been 3 games. In fact, let's put this in a couple times. It's been 3 friggin' games, man. So we outlined a couple of examples like, oh, what if they just given up after that? It's just absolutely ridiculous, man. And I know a lot of people have already chimed in, well, they should have just taken Kyle Hamilton at 12, or they should have taken Jordan Davis. Yes, Kyle Hamilton looked like ass. Thank you for the first 2 games. Looked fantastic against the Patriots, but the Patriots are ass. Thank you now. And Jordan Davis, yeah, he certainly would have helped short up the run defense, but taking one of those guys at 12 or the myriad of trade downs with the Lions from 12 and then the Packers from 34, they netted the Vikings a lot of draft capital. Because would you rather take Kyle Hamilton or Jordan Davis, or would you take Lewis Cine, who still has a ton of potential, man? Andrew Booth Jr., where they traded up and maneuvered with some of that capital in the second round, even though like to see Booth on the field. Ed Ingram was part of that trade down, starting right guard, looking extremely, extremely good for the Vikings offensive line, as well as heat-seeking missile. Backup linebacker Brian Asamoah is going to be a starter very, very soon, already standing out on special teams. Do you want those guys, or do you just want one guy? Again, it's early. It's been 3 friggin' games. Stop writing off people. Stop writing off Lewis Cine first-round picks. Stop, because I understand we live in a microwave society, but crock pots turn out a better product anyway. But it's okay. Woosah. Let's have this conversation in 2-3 years. After Lewis Cine is out there starting for the Vikings, him and Cam Beasley, Harrison Smith moved into like a third safety linebacker role, and then Cine and Beasley just out there just destroying fools, completely shut down. But it's okay. It's okay. Breathe. Woosah. Relax. Lewis Cine is not a bust. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skol, production value.